Dani from Social Slaves, and I have the absolute honor of having my dear friend, Ebony Callaway, on this
Mhm.
live with me right now. Ebony's an amazing person.
Thank you.
Ebony works hard. She has a regular 9 to 5, but she also is the owner of Agape Smoothies.
Yes.
And let me tell you guys, you know what? I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm going to let Ebony tell you guys. Ebony, tell us about Agape Smoothies. Tell us about you, who you are, you wonderful person, you, and tell us
Thank
about
you.
Agape.
Okay, so like Dani said, I've known Dani for a couple of years now, but my name is Ebony Callaway. I am from Florida. I currently live in Alexandria, Virginia. Full-time social worker. Shout out to all my social workers and everyone in the healthcare field.
We need y'all, so shout out.
Yes, we need everyone. I've been doing social work for about 10 years now. And, I did a little bit of contract social work, and that's how I met you when I moved out to California a few years back. And while, traveling and moving around and being in the healthcare field, like I always look at life and I like to take like a holistic approach to things, so like if I know that I'm in a stressful environment or a stressful work field, I like to make sure that I'm eating and getting all the nutrients I need so that I can always have the energy to perform at my highest level, so when I started traveling, I started making a lot of smoothies because I just got exhausted from, going to different restaurants and, eating all this food and then gaining weight and getting exhausted. And making smoothies to me was an easy meal replacement. It gave me a lot of energy. I can make one and just pretty much get up and go. So I kind of got into this ritual and habit of making a smoothie every morning, before I got up and went to work. And then I'd make one in the afternoon. And then, a couple of my girlfriends were like, oh, girl, what are you drinking or whatever? And, I'd be like, okay, I can make a few for you. And I was getting a lot of positive feedback from it. So I was like, I think, I got something, especially from the positive feedback. So I started making more smoothies, having a lot of people try them out, getting a lot of positive feedback. And I said, you know what? I think this is something that I want to do part-time. So I was a little fearful of it. So for a few years, I would, do a couple of little blog posts here and there, post a couple of recipes, but I really wanted to kind of step out there and just really show the world what I'm truly passionate about, which is, feeding your body and your soul full of good food and smoothies and making everything and doing everything that you do in love. So that's how I developed the whole concept of Agape Smoothies, which is let everything you do be made in love. So the first step I did was I started off at the farmer's market, which I started off, making my smoothies just to kind of test the waters and just kind of get feedback outside of my friends. Because, your friends are going to tell you, everything's like, yeah, girl, it tastes good. But I'm like, nah, I need some real good feedback. But I started selling smoothies at the local farmer's market. Shout out to 4 Mile for farmers market for giving me a lot of support. If you're ever in the DMV area in Alexandria, Virginia, please stop by the 4 Mile run farmers market and show some of our local small businesses some support.
Yes.
So yeah, I started selling there every Sunday and I was getting a lot of feedback. Like my smoothies were selling out every Sunday. So I was like, I think I'm on to something. So that's where it just all started, and it's just been just getting better from here.
How did you know that you wanted to take smoothies from something you love? Because I know you love smoothies. How did you know you wanted to take that from something you love to something that's an actual business, to producing it for more than just you and maybe 3 other people?
I knew when I started having just a true passion for it. I didn't get exhausted from doing it. I just love the excitement and the feeling that I got when I had other people making my smoothies and just the joy that I just got from it. It was just something that I was truly passionate about and I needed to go forward with.
That's really important because I think oftentimes with careers and with
Yeah.
side hustles, people get into
Yes.
these
Yeah.
industries that they're not necessarily
Mhm.
happy in.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then they're stuck. They've been working in it for a long time and they're like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they found that they really wanted to be a DJ, which was
Yeah,
something.
exactly. And you know, I tell you all the time, like I work in the healthcare field. I'm a medical social worker. So I found myself being burnt out.
Yeah.
And I'm caring for everybody else. And, you know, it's something that I'm passionate about, but there's something else that was just driving me a little bit more. So that's how I just kind of knew that it was just something a little bit more with this smoothie business.
That's really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you start your business, you get
Mm-hmm.
going.
Yep.
What is something that you learned from starting your business that you wish you knew sooner, or something that you want to tell others to not forget to do? Like, this is a key step to start your business.
So I think for me, you always get stuck into the whole thing of like, oh my goodness, let me get business cards. Let me get a website going. Let me, you know, get all the details of everything else. But you kind of forget the logistics of stuff because I don't
Mm.
come from, you know, a business background and no one ever told me, hey, you got to do paperwork first. You got to get your LLC going. It requires a lot of documentation, a lot of processing. So I just had to really do a lot of research. I mean, some people can tell you like, girl, go file this, or, you know, you need to go up and submit these forms. But no, I think as just learning the whole basis is really just gaining like reading on and getting a lot of information and knowledge on your business. Because even too, like for certain businesses, I have people that have friends that have businesses in construction, or it's not like a restaurant background business. So there's a whole different process for that. So
Yeah.
I say reading, developing, getting a lot of knowledge for your business, and then also researching and connecting with other people in your community
Mm.
who have the same background or the same business that you're developing, and just kind of get some feedback and insight from them. So that's what I did. But a lot of it was just late nights Googling, doing a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, a lot of nights in Barnes and Nobles, you know, reading dummies for developing businesses, all that.
There you go. Those books were made for a
It
reason.
worked. And again, it's trial and error. Like, I feel like if you're new to something, it's try it until it works.
There you go. Is there anything that you've learned while running your business that you wish you knew when you first started?
It's a lot of time. I think for the past year, I've had friends, you know this, girl, when you coming out to visit me in California? When you're flying back home to Florida? And it's investing a lot of time. You have to invest a lot of time into really building your brand and your business.
Yeah.
So just knowing that and just mentally preparing that, you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights. You're going to have a lot of times where you can't go to happy hour to get some drinks with your friends. There are some nights I would get off of work and I'd have to go home, and I was prepping my smoothies for, you know, the Sunday's farmers market. And I did that, and I lost out on a lot of events or going out and doing things. But in the end, when you see the ending result, it's all truly worth it. I just wouldn't regret anything. And I think like the friends that I'm close with and that love me and support me, they know that and they understand it. So
That's true. That's true. Let's talk about one more question and then let's talk about the actual smoothies. During this COVID time, it's really
mm-hmm.
scary, right? A lot of businesses are going out of business
Mm-hmm.
or they've had to
Mm-hmm.
stop everything.
Mm-hmm.
How
Mm-hmm.
have you been able to transition from doing farmers markets to now? How
So,
have you transitioned?
oh my goodness, this whole COVID-19 situation has just been life changing. I would say in a positive way, because I know a lot of people perceive it as negative because, you know, we've just had to alter and stop a lot of things. But I think that it's challenged me to think outside of the box, right? So I'm the type of person to where um, I'm a Taurus, so I'm set in my ways. I'm like, I do smoothies. I'm set on smoothies, but the farmers market stopped. I couldn't, you know, sell any smoothies at the farmers market. So I'm like, okay, if I'm not selling at the farmer's market, Ebony, you need to step out of your comfort zone. And that's one big thing, stepping out of your comfort zone, doing things that make you uncomfortable for a positive ending result. I had to step out of my comfort zone and try different things. So that's what actually led me to selling juices. So I like juices, but smoothies has always been my thing, because I just kind of feel like you're blending everything, you're getting all the ingredients and you're taking it in, versus juicing. I just always thought, with certain juicers, I have a cold press juicer now, but it filters out a lot of the nutrients, and I just
Yes.
never, thought about that alternative until I started having a lot of my coworkers and a lot of friends who were saying, "Hey, Ebony, I know that you make smoothies, but do you make juices?" And I'm like, "Well, why?" They're like, "Well, we're in quarantine and we're eating all these snacks and we're gaining a lot of weight, and we need to find some other alternatives." we need to start drinking some green juices,
Yes.
so that we can get some energy and start to work out and lean up and things like that. So I started doing a lot of research on different juicing machines, looking at different cold press machines, looking at the different benefits of juicing, kind of just stepping out there and just really getting into just practicing on making some juices. And so I made like my 4 staple juices, and I started having my friends sample them, and they did very well. So
that's good. That's really good.
It's been uncomfortable, but I've had to learn to step out of the box. Just because this is going on doesn't mean that you can't find other creative ways to help build your brand or kind of still put your business out there.
That's good, because honestly, I don't know what I would have did. I would have said, "Well, we're done right now. This is a little hiatus," and I would have been afraid to take that extra step. But
I was scared. I was scared, girl.
That's
but
right.
I just knew that you can't, you have, if you have a passion for it, you just have to step out and do it. And I feel like, what's the worst that's going to happen? It's either going to succeed or fail. And if it fails, you try another alternative, but don't give up. You have to support your girlfriends, any of your supportive people in your system who are trying to develop and build their brand and start businesses. Support them.
It takes nothing. You may purchase, but sharing, you can share their business. You can tell your family, buy it as a gift for somebody. Like, every little thing counts. It really can take nothing to support. So I'm really excited to talk about this part. Let's talk about the type of ingredients you use. Now, I've done juicing before. I also felt like I was wasting a lot of the fruit and a lot of the vegetables. So let's talk about what you're using and how you're doing this process.
Okay, so for right now, what I did is I did buy a it's called a Nama cold press juicer. I mean, if you are juicing heavy like that, I recommend that. But I think too, I'm a big person on make everything in life simple. Everything doesn't have to be difficult, right? So if you have a blender at home and you want to make some juices, what I recommend is, like, for example, the one main juice that actually is selling well is you can do pineapples, you can do cucumber, you can do ginger, you can add coconut water with that, and you blend that all together, and you buy a filter, and it can juice and filter everything out. And that's how you can make, just different juices at home. So to me, that's just another alternative of making it.
How do you find your combinations? You have amazing combinations.
It's all trial and error. And then I like to get feedback off of what people like, right? So again, I keep everything simple. So if I know that I want a little bit of energy and I need like a little extra kick and boost, I keep it simple. So my base of all my smoothies is all organic, no sugar added. I start off with coconut water because, coconut water is going to hydrate you and get you throughout the day, right? So with the hydration, I'll do that. If I need a little bit of energy, I'll add either kale or I'll add spinach. So you always want your water base, and then a leafy green, and then if you want to add a fruit to it. So usually, you know, if you're new to it and you're not like, oh, well, I don't like the way, you know, I don't want my smoothie too greeny. I want it, you know, less earthy and a little bit more, you know, like a fruit taste. I always say go with the easiest things, such as like the mango or pineapple. And then if you want a little bit of kick, always add ginger. Keep it simple. If you don't like coconut water, try almond milk. You can just, even with that, if you don't want that, just keep it simple. Add water. So
That is so interesting because I am one of the few people that does not like coconut water.
yes.
And I didn't know I could use almond milk.
Yeah. Add almond milk.
That's
And
wonderful.
actually, almond milk, because to me, I've seen something where people add almond milk with different flavors, and I've tried it, just doesn't taste well to me. Like almond milk does very well with blueberries, any type of berries, strawberries. I love doing the almond milk with strawberries, blueberries, and then if you want to, you know, add a little bit of peanut butter in it, it tastes amazing.
Let me tell you guys, Ebony has these wonderful recipes. These juices are made with love. And so the liver cleanse has beets, lemon, carrots, apple, and ginger. I love ginger. That's why I love your smoothies. There's the detox overload with pineapple, cucumber, lemon, and ginger. Really good.
That's the most popular one. I've gotten so much feedback from that one. It's really good.
It's called Sweet Wink, you guys.
Yes.
It's, oh my goodness. And then we have a vitamin packed smoothie. It's called Golden Glow. Carrots, apple, cucumber, pineapple, and lemon. And then we have an energizer. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty tired right now. I had a long week. I need this. It's called Heaven on Earth. Kale, apple, cucumber, lemon, and ginger. So Ebony is working with some really good smoothies here. And they're trial and error, so she knows they taste good.
Yes.
See, that's amazing. So which one of these, it doesn't have to be on that list there, but which one's your favorite?
The Sweet Wink. That's always been my favorite. And that one, because when I first started during quarantine, I was just trying to find a juice or a smoothie that just kind of helped me lose a couple of pounds.
So we all, everybody knows we put on that quarantine 15. Yes, we all put on the quarantine 15.
So yeah, that to me was a great cleanse. Like it flushed out a lot of the bad toxins and I was able to lose a couple of pounds. So, and it tastes good. It's very refreshing. I like that. Anything that's refreshing, that's not really too, you know, overdone or extra is all good in my book.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So then where can we get these?
So as of right now, I am delivering in the DMV area. So if you live in DC, Maryland, or Virginia, for right now, I am doing free delivery. So you can, you know, text, DM me, email, call, write, do something. And I am currently working on trying to get US deliveries, but right now I'm just trying to figure out a plan for that. Because due to COVID-19, there's been a lot of delays in deliveries, and I just don't want anybody to get anything like thawed out or, you know, sour tasting. So that's the process. I will be having my website up within the next week. It's going to be www.agapesmoothiesandjuicebar.com. And then from there, you can order, and hopefully I can get your deliveries out to you soon.
There you go. That's really awesome. Like I said before, you know I've told you this. Feel free to test the shipping on me.
Yes.
I will risk it. I will see.
You know, I am a big person. I am quality over everything. So if I'm going to send something, I want to send it and make sure that it's right. So you'll be getting it soon.
Yes, you guys. Oh my goodness. Ebony, are you working on any flavors? Like what's going on? What else is happening?
So right now, I've just been kind of doing the summer thing. What I have been doing is I have a pomegranate smoothie that I just absolutely love that I've been doing. So just kind of doing the pomegranate juice with blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and it is amazing. It's amazing. So just kind of doing a lot of things that are fresh. I love actually too, like making smoothie bowls. Smoothie bowls are amazing. So if anyone you're like, oh, okay, I'm kind of tired of the, you know, smoothies, try a smoothie bowl, because all you have to do is blend it like a smoothie, but kind of reduce the liquids, and you'll get a thick consistency. And you can top it with fruits. I love it with nuts, almond butter, granola. So that has kind of like been my go-to right now. And it's so fresh. It's amazing.
Ooh, okay. That's a little acai bowl thing
Yes,
going on there.
I do make the homemade acai bowls as well.
Yes, I might need that smoothie bowl too. I might have to risk it,
Yes,
mask up,
yes.
hazmat suit up, and come on
Yep,
over.
yep. And the plan for right now, I'm actually in the process of trying to get a smoothie and juice truck because
Oh,
the plan was, when I first moved here to DC, I'm a very active person, so I'm always out. I like walking, jogging, sightseeing, and I would just notice all these food trucks, and I never found anything that was healthy. Like, I just saw just a lot of chicken, burgers, ice cream, all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, where's all the healthy stuff? You know what I'm saying? I want a smoothie or juice when I'm outside walking. So
yes.
if you see a need and, you think that outside people can benefit from that, why not create it? So
See, that's really important, you guys. I hope you took notes on that because if you need something and you see that it's not around you,
yes,
somebody else has probably noticed that too.
yes,
And will buy from you if you set it
yes.
up. So pay attention to that. That's true. Oh my goodness.
I think
Okay.
that's a big thing in what I'm realizing too, because there are I see a lot of smoothie and juice bars popping up everywhere. So you got to kind of put yourself out there and find out what is your niche.
Yeah.
In that special population. So
That's true. That's true. I have an off subject question for you.
Yes.
What have you been doing for your mental health during this crazy time?
Okay. Number one, I've been checking in with my therapist.
There you go. Look, you guys, I've said this before and I'll say it again.
I'm
there
a
is
clinical
nothing
social
wrong
worker
with
who sees a therapist. I recommend everybody have a therapist.
Have a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely.
People may say, "Oh, I can talk to my friends. I have my family I can talk to." But having an objective person to talk to bounce ideas off of, to check you when you may be off the wall, it's just healthy. That's right, Jessica.
Yes.
It's just healthy.
Yes, it's healthy. It's healthy.
It's just healthy. Okay, go ahead. Tell us what you've been doing.
Yes, I've been seeing my therapist. Also, I have been getting back into reading.
There you go.
Also connecting with your support system in the area. So sometimes I check in with my homegirls just to kind of see how they're doing. Or, if, I've been inside the house for a very long time, I'll, meet up with my homegirls and we'll social distance and sit out in the park and eat some food together and just kind of relax. And I've just been also taking bubble baths.
There you go.
I like that. That's very relaxing. Making sure that I sleep, making sure I'm also aware of what I'm putting into my body too. So yeah, I've just been mindful about also what I watch. I'm limiting my time on, social media. So not watching a lot of TV, not watching a lot of negative things. So I'll pop in and every now and then to get on social media if it's, related to my business or, if we have a funny group chat that funny memes to, but I try not to really get into all that, the media, because that can be emotionally draining as well. So yeah. I always recommend cut out social media. So, and then try something different. Like if there's something new that you've really been wanting to get into, or it's been a new book that you've been wanting to pick up.
Yep.
And then if you don't want to, if you just want to practice and meditate, also another recommendation that I've been doing is Apple Music has a lot of different meditation playlists. So if you like the audio meditation and visualization, they have a lot of playlists for that. So I love doing that.
You know what I've been doing? I've been drawing.
Yes.
I've been drawing a lot. I actually went to the 99-cent store, so it's not expensive. And I went and I got one of those old word search books.
Yes. Yes.
And I've been doing word searches because I find, okay, I close my computer, I'm done with work, right? But then I'll reach for my phone. Okay, I put my phone down. Okay, I'll reach for my iPad. Like, no, I'll read some, but then I also want to do something a little more active.
Yes.
And I find that my brain is so alert. after
Mm-hmm.
doing these word searches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So at first I was doing them, initially I was doing them before bed, and I realized I couldn't do that because I was
Yeah.
wide awake.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing a lot of that, and I'm honestly remembering about words that I forgot about.
Yep, that's true. Because you know what I've gotten back into? I've also gotten back into doing Sudokus. I love
Hmm.
Sudokus.
Yes.
So that's been another one. Also, if you have a Michael's in the area, Michael's craft store, they have a lot of meditation books. So, they
Oh.
have like different pages on, 3 things that you're thankful for. Can you write down 3 sentences of gratitude? What are you thankful for today? What does a good day feel like to you? So a lot of journaling, meditation, running. I've been running the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. So yeah, getting out, getting some fresh air, just making sure that you stay in contact with people who are in your strong support system, who are very supportive. And
We have a question from Allison. She said it's so hard to stay off social media because it can be so
yes.
addicting. Do you have
Mhm.
any tips on how to distract yourself from it?
So I think for me, number one, what I had to do is delete the app. So don't delete your profile, but delete the app. I say delete it for a good week so
Mm.
that the alerts don't pop up and you don't see them. Because I think that's one thing that was challenging for me. I had it connected to my Apple Watch, and it would pop up, and I'm like, oh, so and so sent the message. Let me check it. Or so and so posted this.
Yes.
I'm gonna check it. So I think for me, just deleting the app on my watch and my phone made a big difference. And if
Yes.
you find yourself going to, getting ready to click onto your app, find yourself, redirect yourself to draw or listen to some music or get into or start researching a different activity you want to get involved into.
Yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
I have not deleted an app. I will say it has been hard for me to delete an app, but I will kind of hide my phone from myself.
Mhm.
And then I'll take my Apple Watch off and I just
Mhm.
kind of put everything over there and let
Mhm.
it be, and then try to be in the moment of where I am.
Mhm.
I'll go for a walk. I will take my AirPods. I'll go for a walk and put on some music. And
Mhm.
I'll just send a
Mhm.
text like, hey, I'm going for a walk, or
Mhm.
so it's a peaceful
Mhm.
moment. When I come back, I actually have things to look at
Yep. Yep.
because I haven't seen
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
Alicia said she's learning sign language. Alicia, let me tell you, I took a semester of sign language, and I wish I kept up with it because a lot of people don't speak sign language.
Mhm.
And so being able to use what I learned to speak to like the one person I was speaking to
Mhm.
still made me feel very important. And honestly, keep up with that, girl. You see these interpreters on the news. There's money in it, girl. So
Yes. And you can
just
find
saying.
a girl that could be your passion. Like, you really get into it and you really have a passion for something. Everything else will flow after that.
Yes, yes, that
Mhm.
is so true. When you
Mhm.
find something that really works with your
Yes.
soul,
Yes.
it works well.
It does.
Well, Ebony, thank you so much. Follow Ebony on Agape Smoothies and
Yes.
stay tuned for her website. We will
And I
post when it's
promise you
live.
guys, I will be posting more recipes. So, and DM me if there's anything that you would like for me to you say, hey, there's a fruit that I really like or something that I really want to add, and do you have a recipe for this? Please don't hesitate to DM me, and I'll post a recipe for you.
There you go. You should have said that, girl, because you know I'm going to do it now. All right, Ebony, thank you. We
Thank
love you.
you. I love you,
I
dear.
love you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
All right, you guys, really quickly, thank you so much to Ebony. Make sure you follow Ebony on Agape Smoothies. Stay tuned for her website. When it's live, we will post it. And check Agape Smoothies because there are recipes live on her Instagram right now. So have a good day and have a good weekend. Bye, guys.